Hello all. Today we shall read the fourth part of the Tamra Shasanam, which we had been reading in the for the previous three videos. In the first three videos, we understood that it has been written by someone by the Balija community and had been written at a Vajrabhaishaniga in the Mukhamandapam of Gavareshwara Swami temple in Nandyalasthalam, and the person is known to the royal Chalukya family and is also had also participated in some battle with the Chola kings of the southern Tamil Nadu. Before we start reading of this particular inscription, I'd request all of you to like these particular videos if you do like them, and do share it with people around, and also to do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Also do make it interactive by putting your opinion, your own interpretations, and your own reading of these particular inscriptions in the comment section of the comment box. Getting back to our inscription, it says the first, it is sa. I assume that that is a sa. Then we have a sa. Then we have a ra over here and a va, sarva. And we should also observe that this va, there is another va also over here. So the sarva typically we have one uh, ra in sarva. Sorry, one va in sarva. But what we see over here is he has used the right. The scribe has used two vas. That is, he had written something like this, sarva. In If I were to write it in the Devanagari script, then it would be something like this. Then a va, conjunct va, then a full va, and a refa. So sarva. Sarva Samayalaku. Sarva Samayalaku. Then it says to all the communities. The Samayam in the previous video, we understood that the Samayam over here means a community and not time. Sarva Samayalaku. Then it is a da over here and an o over here and a ra. Ravutto drohu. Drohu. This is a ha and an ukaram over here. Drohu. Then we have an anuswara. Drohu. Drohudaina. So this refers to someone who is a traitor to all the communities across four countries for four different communities. So Sarva Samayalaku Drohudaina Kala, it says not Kala, sorry, I'm sorry, it is a Ka with a Dirgham and there's a Ra, Kara, Karapakala, Kati, Katinayu, Katinayun, Katinayanam, Katinayanim, okay, Katinayana is Karapakala Katinayana is the traitor. So, Boduvamba, Boduvamba, Bodu, Boduvamba, uh, Pinamba, Boduvamba, Pinamba, Bodchi. This is a Chavuttu over here. Bodchi. Um, okay, pa and an anuswara, pantamu. Okay, pantamu, boduapmana bonichi, pantamu, the, we have a the, dechina, dechina pula, pulayama, eh, Shetty, Pulayama Shettiki Ichina. Okay, so there is one person known as Pulayama Shetty. What he did is he killed a traitor. He killed the Bodichi. That is, he killed a traitor by stabbing him. So, and the traitor was uh, Ka, Karapakala. Karapakala Katinayana. So Karapakala Katinayana was a traitor who was stabbed by um, పులియమ శెట్టికి ఆ, ఇచ్చిన శాసన క్రమము. So now this shasanam, now we know that to whom that this shasanam was given to Puliyama Shetty for his deed. What was his deed? He killed the traitor. He stabbed the traitor Karapakala Katinayana. So and that act had been celebrated by the representative guilds of the 18 communities across 4 different countries in a place known as Nandyala Sthalam, in front of a temple of Gavareshwara, in that Mukhamandapam in front of the temple of Gavareshwaram. Settiki, and to that this Shasana Kramam. What is the Shasanam? We will henceforth we will know from here onwards. The actual Shasanam starts. Till here, the first 3 parts of this particular Shasanam were primarily the eulogy of the Balija community, and then this fourth part gives us why the Shasanam was written. The third part gave us where this Shasanam was written. This fourth part is telling us why the Shasanam was written and for whom it is dedicated to. Kramamu, coming back to the Shasanam, it says Kramamu yen, yen క్రమము ఎంటన క్రమము ఎంటను స్వస్తి. Here yet there is another number over here. This tells us that this is the second part of this is number 2 over here. So we should see the beauty of this numbering of this particular slides. What it is they in one of the plates, on one side of the plates the number is being written. If we remember I bring it up, this is the first side of the first plate where there is no number present. Then we have the second side of the first plate which had the number 1. Then we had the first side of the second plate which did not have any number, and now this particular plate is there, the fourth the second side of the second plate which carries the number 2. So it is almost something equivalent to our modern page numbers. So these numbers were given in the um, reverse side of each and every plate near the punch hole. So then it says Swasti Shri Jayabhyudaya. It says Ja, then Ya, then a Bha and a Ya and a U. Jayabhyudaya. Swasti Shri Jayabhyudaya. Then Shakha is the, now the date is being told over here. So this is typical that any Shasanam or any text would start with the date, and here now the date of the Shasanam is being given. Jayabhyudaya Shakha Va, it is a Va Ru Varushambu. The Sha is quite unique. We should observe the Sha over here. Modern Telugu Sha is written something like this, and the Kannada Sha is written something like this, and the Sha over here is written something like this. Sha. So Varushambulu, Jayabhyudaya Shakha Varushambulu. Then we have, it is the year, it has been written in numbers. It is 1, then a 2, and a 5. 1, 2, 2 and a 5 over here. This is 5. 1, 2, 2, 5. Then it says Jayabhyudaya Varushambhu Vagu, 5 over here. Then there is a Vagu. Then it's a Vagu. Then Ne. Then we have a Ta, Ne, Ti. Vaguneti. There is a Ka and a Okaram and a Ravatu, Krodhi Sa. This is a Sa over here. And Va. Once again, the orthography of this modern Telugu orthography, if you're supposed to read a Sa will be written something like this. Even in Kannada, it is a similar case. So a Kannada sa will be written something like this. But over here, what we see is the orthography is not that asymmetrical. This is very asymmetrical. When we draw a line across a horizontal line, we see that the most of the orthograph lies below the line, and above it is just an indicator, more of a determiner. But on the contrary, this the orthography is much more symmetric than the modern SAS orthography. So it says uh, Samvatsaram, Samvatsara. So it is a Krodhinama Samvatsara of the year 1225. So when we calculate it according to the Shalivahana calendar, it falls either in to Krodhinama Samvatsara of the Shalivahana year 1225, 1225 was 1304 AD or 1305 AD, as the case may be. So since the Indian year starts somewhere around during the time of March, so it would extend from March 1304 to March 1305 AD. So this is a very old inscription of the 14th century, uh, and this Telugu is also quite old. When we consider English, 14th century was a time when English, as we know, did not even exist. It is hardly a language which had been which has been around for some 400 years. So 1300s English did not really exist. Samvatsara, Samvatsara. Uh, okay, here we have a ta. This is a ti and an e, and over here we have a small gilaka. So Kartika, Kartika Su. Here it says Su. Typically we would be writing Shu. Talavyasha, this would be used, which indicates Shuddha and Bahula. Shuddha, and every month, an Indian month is typically divided into, Indian month is a lunar month. So India follows a luni-solar calendar. So in the luni-solar calendar, the year is calculated according to sun and the month is calculated according to the moon. So, and each of these lunar months has two parts, the Shuddha Paksham and the Bahula Paksham, or the also known as the Shukla Paksha and the Krishna Paksha. So it is basically the bright fortnight and the dark fortnight. When we say Shu, it means the Shuddha Paksha. So over here it is Su, it is the Shuddha Paksha, that is the bright fortnight of the month of Kartika. Kartika is when the lunar, when is the constellation Pleiades. So in the when the moon, or when an Amavasya, when a new moon occurs in the constellation of Pleiades, the Kartika month, that month is called as a Kartika month. So it says that in the month of Kartika, in the Suddha Paksha, and it says 1 and a 0, 10, Dashami. So on the 10th day of the bright fortnight, when after the new moon, when the new moon has occurred in the constellation of Pleiades, the and the year was Krodhinama Samvatsara, and 1225, 1225th year of the ascension of Shalivahana to the throne of the Shaka calendar, or the Shaka calendar. When we calculate this particular date, the exact date of it falls on 8th October, 1304 AD. 8th October 1304 AD, and it says Gu. After that, 10, it says a Gu Nadu, Gu Nadu. Uh, Gu over here represents the day of the week. So Gu is a Guruvaram, or the day of the Jupiter, which is a Thursday. So it was written on a Thursday, and when we try to check it against our calculated date, which is 1304 AD, 8th October, 8th October 1304 AD is actually a Thursday. So that is the precision of this particular date. So on a Thursday, it was being written Nadu. Uh, we have this is a Pu. Pa, I am a bit. Initially, I felt that it is a ma, but it is not a ma. It is a pu because we have a small gap over here. So it clears that it is a pu. Puliyama Kichina. Puliyama Kichina. So Puliyama is the person who had done the great deed of stabbing the traitor. So Puliyama Shetty. So Puliyama Kichina ma. There is a ma na manyamu. Puliyama Kichina manyamu. Then it says an A. There is an A. It is quite obvious that there is a continuation of this particular inscription in the next part of this inscription. So for a minute we will ignore for this particular video. We'll ignore this last A over here and instead concentrate till Manyamo. So this particular inscription says that this Shasanam, the Tamra Shasanam, uh, has been written on uh, 1225 Shaka era on the Krodhinama Samvatsara, or the name of the year was Krodhi, in the month of Kartika, that is when the new moon occurred in the constellation of Pleiades on the bright fortnight, the Suddha Paksham, on the 10th day of the bright fortnight, and on a Guruvaram, that is on a Thursday, which is on 1304 AD, 8th October of 1304 AD. On that particular day, this Shasanam had been written for the sake of Puliyama. For the sake of Puliyama. Who is Puliyama? Puliyama is a Shetty, Puliyama Shetty. So Puliyama is a merchant by caste of the merchant community, and he did the great favor to the to all the communities by killing the traitor, by stabbing the traitor Karapakala Katinayana. So hence that the great act of stabbing a traitor is what is being celebrated in this particular inscription or in this particular Shasanam. If you like the contents of this particular video, please do click upon the like button and do share it to everyone around you, to whomsoever you know, and also do subscribe to my channel for more such videos, more such interesting inscriptions, the recorded inscriptions which we have across the length and breadth of India and which are unfortunately not taught to our in modern schools. And also, please do put your opinion, make this particular videos much more interactive by putting your opinions, your own decipherment of these particular inscriptions and what you feel of might have really occurred in that particular instance of history in the comment section and make it a much more interactive one. And there are numerous times there I might have committed certain mistakes, so please do point out my mistakes in the comment section. And also, if you are privy to the meanings of certain words over here, and there are certain obscure meanings which are not really available in dictionaries around, and if you are privy to those meanings, please do put those meanings in the word also in the comment section also. Thank you and have a wonderful day.